thank you very much for your wonderful welcome, and what a lot there are of you. I know Mizan have been trying to get me here for many years, and I'm delighted and honored to be with you here tonight. Thank you for inviting me. Well, you probably know, in 2008, I heard that I'd won a prize. Every year in those days, TED, TED Talks, give prizes for people whom they think have made a difference in the world, but who, with their help, could make more of an impact. And they give you a wish for a better world. And I knew almost immediately what it was that I wanted, because it's long been a source of frustration to me that religion, which should be making a major contribution to one of the chief tasks of our time, is often seen as part of the problem. Because surely one of our greatest duties in this time is to create a global community where people of all ethnicities and all ideologies can live together in peace and mutual respect. And if we don't achieve that, I don't think we will have a viable world. I go around sometimes giving a lecture called Compassion, a Nice Idea, or an Urgent Global Imperative. And I think there is an urgency here. So and yet very often when religious people come together, I'm sure this doesn't happen in Indonesia, but you don't hear much about compassion. You hear a lot of bishops get together, they're talking about some doctrine or condemning something, but you are not hearing this word, which is what we are needing in this time. Because in my study of religion, I have discovered that every single one of the major world faiths, and of course all religion, has at its heart the ethic of compassion. Every one of them has developed their own version of what's often called the golden rule. Never treat others as you would not like to be treated yourself. And it said that this, not belief in a certain doctrine or a certain practice, but this is the test of true spirituality. One of my favorite golden rule stories comes from Hillel, Pharisee, the older contemporary of Jesus. And it said that one day a pagan came to Hillel and said to him that he would convert to Judaism if Hillel could recite the whole of Jewish teaching while he stood on one leg. And Hillel stood on one leg and said, "That which is hateful to you, do not do to your fellow human being." That is the Torah, and everything else is only commentary. Now, go and learn it, he says. And that's a very deliberately provocative and audacious statement. Many of the things that we associate with Judaism, like the creation of the world in 6 days, the exodus from Egypt, the promised land, this is all just a gloss, a commentary on the golden rule. And then Hillel, as is common practice among the rabbis, at the end of his interpretation of Scripture, he gives a call, a mikra, a call for action. Go and learn it. You go now and read it. You read the Scripture and make everything a commentary on the golden rule. And it seems to me, it's been clear to me, that it's not enough for us to practice this ethic in our private lives, though that is very important too. Because now it seems to me that unless we learn to implement the golden rule globally, so that we treat all peoples, whoever they are, as we would wish to be treated ourselves, the world is going to be a very unsafe place. If this had been done before, and I speak as a British woman my country has a long history of colonialism, if we had treated the colonized peoples as we would wish to be treated, then I don't think we'd be having so many political problems today. But somehow we have to rescue the situation. And so I asked TED to help me create and craft and propagate a charter for compassion, and it was